Welcome back to another episode of
MWC.
Crushing It. You were right on cue that time.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
I'm very proud of you. We have a lot to cover.
Like, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
So we gotta go quick.
Smackdowns have been crazy. Raws have been crazy. Smackdown is which color?
Blue.
Raw is which color?
Red.
What color is NXT?
Green.
No, come on.
Black.
It's like gray, kind of, actually. There's black in there for sure.
Okay.
What we just watched on Raw was very sad for me because I love my bloodline and I love when people acknowledge Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Solo did not do that.
Not a lot of acknowledgement happening.
No.
I loved the montage that they created. They're like,
Yeah.
Just to remind you, we made a little something for you. That really made me laugh.
Like the cut back to Solo's face with his sunglasses down going,
Okay, I love that throughout the entire recap video, it's I acknowledge you, my tribal chief, multiple times in this kind of background echoey voice.
Which was actually a good reminder for me because I'd kind of forgot. I mean, I know Roman won that match, but a lot's happened since then, and Solo is just kind of gone.
We were watching at that point,
Yeah.
but I did not understand the intensity of tribal combat.
Yeah, that was very early on in our wrestling watching. But Solo did acknowledge him, and they just left. And so a few weeks ago, when Roman's like, "Where is Solo?" That's been a year-long question for him.
Yeah.
He should be here getting me coffee.
Should be at my hip.
My favorite thing of the whole segment was watching Jimmy and Jey Uso dance him to the stage, and they were just eating it up. Pew, pew,
They
pew, pew,
were
pew,
just being
pew,
the
pew,
most
pew.
obnoxious big brothers ever. This got to feel so good for them to be like, neener, neener, neener. That segment actually bugged me. Roman bugged me for that segment.
Yeah, Roman was a little bit,
He was hypocritical
was he?
and he was rude.
How was he hypocritical?
Well, he was hypocritical in that Jay and Jimmy didn't wait for him to give the orders or whatever, and they go out. Jimmy does this match with Solo, and then Solo loses, and so now he's supposed to be part of the bloodline, and Roman applauds that. I thought he was going to be ticked.
Yeah, that was my guess too.
Because they were acting on behalf of Roman, but without his knowledge.
Yeah.
And if I were Roman, would be pissed about that. And Fatu is sitting there going like, "You guys think that you're big shots? Like, he's going to be mad." And I'm like, "Yeah, Jacob, he is. He's going to be ticked."
Then he wasn't.
And then he wasn't. And then they get like kid version of the Ulafala, and they're like, "These are my captains." And then I'm also sitting there going like, "Okay, these are your captains. It's just Roman, honey, you're hot. Do not get me wrong, but you promoted 2 people. You only have 3 people."
Well, they have more family at home and stuff. We're just seeing who the wrestlers are.
I know.
But they're captains of all their nephews and nieces have to acknowledge them too.
But we're only seeing the 4 of them. And then Solo, so 5 total. I guess there's Tala Tonga and
They're not.
Tonga.
They aren't related. They're Tongans.
Okay. I thought.
So
Well,
Solo.
really, I just thought that because they were Solo sidekicks, so I assumed that they had factioned off from the bloodline. Is that wrong?
So they are literally Tongans.
Okay.
Roman's Samoan, and the Usos are Samoan.
Okay.
But when Solo made his own,
but Sami Zayn was adopted into the bloodline.
That's true. But these Tongans never were.
Okay.
Solo just made them part of his bloodline that Roman defeated.
Okay, the MFTs.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Which never really worked out, and they are gone now, which is fine. Well, they're still around, but I don't think they're the MFT anymore. Maybe they are. Just the 2 of them.
I don't know.
But they're much cooler on their own.
Okay, sorry. Getting back to the hypocritical stuff. So Jay and Jimmy get lauded, knighted, captained. And then Fatu is sitting there going what was the line that Roman said? It was something about if you disrespect one of my captains, you're disrespecting me.
Yep.
I feel like that was quite the foreshadowing because Fatu does not get along.
He doesn't respect them.
No, he doesn't. He respects the tribal chief, and that is it. And even that was painstakingly won. So he's a little frustrated in the corner. And then he jumps in when LA Knight comes in to beat him up and starts throwing the twins around. Then Fatu comes in to fight LA Knight. And then frickin' Roman, because he didn't wait for orders. And then Roman's like, no, you stand there. Like, you wait until I tell you to do something. And so my dear friend Fatu is like, fine. You want me to wait in a corner? I'll wait in a corner.
You'll wait in a corner.
As he gets, what was it? Was it a spear? Is that what Solo does? I can't remember. It's not
Solo does a Samoan spike.
that.
But it
So
was
on
actually LA
Spike.
Knight that got Roman. I forget what
No,
happened.
it was Solo
Was it Solo?
because he's going up to LA Knight and he's going,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
He got him at that point, but then later when there's a scuffle breaking out and Roman is trying to get LA Knight and it looks like Jacob's going to get him, but he does. I don't totally remember. But yeah, Solo definitely hits Roman, but I think LA Knight gets him too. I can see why you think it's hypocritical.
Because it is.
No, it's not.
Why?
Well, here's how I can see it making sense in Roman's brain. This is what I think they'll explain in weeks to come.
Okay.
So Roman was explicit in his orders that you do not touch LA Knight. He's mine. Like
Okay.
he was explicit in those. He wasn't as explicit in the Solo saying don't do anything. But Jacob was frustrated with the Usos going, Roman didn't say to do this match. He did tell them to go get Solo. Jacob tried to just go talk to Solo. It didn't work. I can understand why Jacob is frustrated because he's trying to follow orders to a T. But when he saw the Usos act out of line and like, as long as there's results, Roman's going to be happy. He goes, well, I'm going to hit LA Knight because that's going to help Roman. And that makes you happy. But in Roman's mind, he was very clear. LA Knight's nobody's problem except for his. Solo and family business, I feel like he's more okay with just like whatever gets the family together. I'm more willing to do that.
So you just have to be a mind reader.
Well, I mean, I understood, but I can also understand why people are frustrated.
No, it bugged me when Roman
I think it's supposed to bug you, yeah.
when Roman captained them.
Well, he's been playing them against each other, though. I think this is part of it, too, because when Jacob first joined, he immediately made Jacob his favorite. He gave Jacob a different colored Ulafala, too. It's different from the captain ones. I don't know if he explicitly said this, but I've seen people online say that he got an Ulafala that represents an enforcer, and those two got captain ones. I don't know if that's a real thing or people making it up.
Okay.
But I'll have to say, I think it's not what I wanted to happen. I kind of wanted Solo to have to join and have tension brewing. Now I'm worried. Now I'm more and more worried about Roman losing his belt because I feel like the bloodline's fracturing. Do you think LA Knight can take the belt from Roman?
If LA Knight takes the belt from Roman, I quit. I quit wrestling.
That dramatic?
I'm just saying that, like, you know how I feel about LA Knight. He's
I
a
feel the
bunch
same.
of blech.
But he looks pretty strong. He looked pretty strong last night. And he was in the hero role, savior role.
Yeah, but
Because everyone's getting frustrated with Roman just how you were.
Okay. Fair points. However, it's like my argument about Soul versus Becky. Like, sure, Soul is good, fine, but like against Becky, no. And so it's like, yeah, sure, LA Knight is strong and he's a talented wrestler. Just because I don't resonate with him, like, fine, I'm not his audience. That's okay. But like, he's not better at wrestling than Roman. Then think about like who has Roman won the championships against in the past. So like, you think LA Knight is better than CM Punk? You think LA Knight is better than Cody Rhodes? You think LA Knight is better? No.
But I think the actual like, if
I have this face on, which is just
I agree with you.
discontent.
But I do think, as in with real sports, there can be a team that's not as good that beats another team sometime if they're given that opportunity. There's always upsets.
That's
right?
true.
So while I agree with you, he's not on in my book the same level as Cody, and even just as far as like what they've
Just
won.
his story isn't as interesting either. So it bugs me on a couple levels because one, I don't really resonate with his character. Two, I don't think that he is I don't think he's stronger than Roman. I think Roman will kick his butt. So then it just makes me not as invested.
But where I would disagree or just say to counter that, I think his story is more interesting right now because he overcame his hatred for Solo. He realized, I hate Roman way more than I hate Solo.
Okay,
To help
but
him.
this is wrestling, so it's not that he overcame it. It's that he's put it on the back burner for a minute.
No, because he put it on the back burner for a minute before. He could have just let this happen and go, Solo, you made your bed. Like, this is happening to you. But he's realizing to beat Roman, he needs to disrupt the bloodline and he needs to have allies.
Exactly. So I'm saying, I don't think that he and Solo are actually friends. I think that they are friends of convenience.
I think they seem more like friends on the end of that episode.
This makes me frustrated, but then I look at my track record of me being right versus you being right in wrestling, and you hands down win.
Well, no, I don't want LA Knight to take the title, and I actually don't think he will, but this episode gave me doubt. I see more of a path for LA Knight taking the title. That's basically what I'm saying.
Okay. Time will tell.
Okay.
I'm not loving it.
Just so you know, if I prove you wrong here, and anytime I prove you wrong, I'm going to be dancing around you going pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, divorce is real.
Okay. Well, I thought that was a very interesting segment. I'm sorry that made you mad, but I think it worked.
It was interesting.
It made you, even if it didn't make you like LA Knight anymore, it made you frustrated with Roman, which is a step in the right direction because I think they want us to be cheering for LA Knight more.
This is true.
So I think it worked.
Can we move on, because this makes me frustrated thinking about Roman in less than ideal terms.
Okay. Sorry to make you talk about wrestling on a wrestling podcast.
Thank you. I really appreciate that heartfelt apology.
We did see Oba and
yes, this is what I want to talk about.
Oba and Bron.
Yes.
Face to face.
And
what do you want to talk about?
Hello, my name is Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
I was waiting for you.
That's not what he says, though. He doesn't say, hello, my name is.
What does he say?
He goes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Hello. You actually picture Paul Heyman coming out going, hello, my name is Paul Heyman.
I give up. I get one word wrong and suddenly laughing stock.
Hello. I actually like it better if he just came out and started just waving. Hello.
I'm a wise man. I'm an oracle. This remember, what was it? Was it last episode that we did the spiciness meter? And I said this one was what, like 4.4 or something?
Yeah. How did this add to it?
This added to it because now there's tension between Bron and the wise man, and there's deals behind the scenes. Deals are afoot. And so Bron's sitting there questioning, how much can I really trust Paul Heyman?
Heyman.
Hey, man. Hello, my name is Paul. Hey, man. Sorry. Brain detour. Okay, so there's a lot of seeds of doubt, mistrust, but I did love what Paul was saying. Like, 2 of us out of the 3 in this ring understand that wrestling is more than just a fight. And you got to promote this. This is a main event.
That's why it's called a promotion. It's a wrestling promotion.
No, it's a wrestling promo, Jordan.
Well, no, but they call, like, indie leagues are wrestling promotions. The WWE's a wrestling promotion. Like, that's the word. I wasn't trying to...
I feel
like you're being defensive.
I was sassing you.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to mansplain.
No, go further. I really want to know the history of this.
Go ahead.
Okay, really just messing with you. So I thought that it was, I don't know, it was condescending to Bron, who's sitting there going like, I am a contender here. Don't talk down to me. You think that I don't understand stuff? Like, that seemed like his vibe. And then Oba's sitting there going like, I loved his mocking Bron.
Hey, can you do it?
No.
Please try.
No.
He said these words. He said, who's the future, Paul? Can you do Oba?
Who's the future, Paul? He did make it very mocking, like kind of high pitched.
Well, because Bron, he kind of nailed Bron's voice a little bit. Like, obviously, it's not exactly the same. Who's the future, Paul? Do it one more time.
No.
Do it one more time.
Well, now I'm just thinking of you having done it. Who's the future, Paul?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Who's the future, Paul? It was just so funny him going in out of his ruler voice to that voice was like a shocking moment.
Yes, it was quite the juxtaposition.
Who's the future, Paul?
To me, Oba just seemed like a cat with a mouse a little bit, where he's just, how do I put this in? How do I put these into words? It felt like he was more in control of that moment, and that he was watching Bron scurry around and like watching Bron be angry and like go through all of these emotions in his head. And that Oba was just like he knew what was going on and that he was in control of this. That heightened the spicy meter for me, because now there's like it's not just two great wrestlers fighting each other. It's like the mind games too.
Yeah, and I love that Paul brought up that this is a publicly traded company. To me, that's such a funny way to kind of break the fourth wall there. We go for box office. This is a promotion. And so
we have shareholders, or what is it? Shareholder value.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, please do not bring my office terminology into wrestling. But at the same time, like there was the collective groan, I feel like, in the audience when he's talking about this. That was a comedic moment, but also works.
Yeah, it works. And he's just so good on the mic. Like there's lots of wrestlers that are good on the mic, but Paul, I mean, they're doing this stuff every single week. It's just, he has like a build on this poetry that's like, this is box office. This is a main event. And that's why we're going to be doing this at Sunday night's main event. Like it's all to build to them revealing when this match is going to be.
Are you going to go?
Yeah.
To the Sunday night main event?
Yeah, I think I'll just fly out.
In Atlanta.
Is that okay?
Oh, am I coming too?
If you can find a sitter, sure.
You realize that she's like our daughter.
Yeah, but I called dibs on this trip first.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. I've called a lot of dibs already, though, so don't even...
No.
Well, tell me what you'd want to do.
I called dibs on our anniversary.
I already called dibs on that.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Show me the list.
Do you not look at our shared dibs file? It's a Google Doc.
This is so rude, considering that you still will not join our marriage calendar.
Well, once you join my Google Dibs file, then please send me that link again.
We're going to have another wrestling match over here.
So what do you think Paul's intentions are? What do you think Paul's trying to get out of this?
I
have
think
ideas.
Paul wants to rile them both up. I think he's going to play them against each other. I mean, they're already at odds. My vantage point is that he wants to poke the bear so that he can better ascertain who is the future. Because I don't think Paul knows right now.
So you think you think he could jump ship to Oba?
Yeah, I think.
But do you think Oba would want him?
Oh, good point. But does he really care? He just kind of like inserts himself where he thinks he would have the most power.
Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
I think Oba could say, no, I don't want you. That could be an interesting thing of Paul trying to represent him. But to
I
me,
could
Paul
also
usually finds people that want him.
Even if he didn't jump ship, like I know that Brock Lesnar is the beast, but like unleash the beast of Braun Breaker. Make him so mad, so irate, so like single vision on this that then he gets the best of Braun Breaker. I could see that being the catalyst.
It's interesting. I could see a bunch of different ways. I really don't see Paul being in Oba's corner, but I could see Paul teasing it and that frustrating Braun. I kind of see Paul being in Braun's corner in this match and maybe even interfering to help Braun win. I could see Braun winning with some dirty play, but I could see Braun also eventually leaving Paul Heyman because he wants to be on his own because his past frustration and stuff with Paul Heyman also. I think it's interesting and I like it.
Hello. My
name's
is
Paul Heyman. It's really not that much different.
As soon as you said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like, how did I miss that?
I mean, it's not overly different. It's just it's funny how much less aura there is for hello, my name is. Hello.
It's like one of the name stickers. The hello, my name is.
Yeah, exactly. So interesting stuff happening on Raw. The rest of Raw, there were like 4 lucha matches, which you don't really vibe with, but
I think they're very athletic and they do cool things. am not as in the know for all the storylines there and all the history. My attention span is only so big.
Yeah, that's fair. So we won't touch on much of that, although Roman is going to have to fight a luchador, so prepare yourself.
Yeah, the prediction that we've come up with is that he will fight Penta.
Yep.
I think Roman retains the title, but that Penta does really cool stuff, and that's taking place in Mexico City, right?
In Mexico City.
Yeah, I think that will be a pretty epic fight.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I don't see anybody Penta winning, but yeah, I don't. I think it'd be a mistake on their part to have anybody else win. Okay, so that covers Raw. We need to go back to SmackDown because SmackDown was wild too. And we started off SmackDown. You and I were on pins and needles. Yeah, you're going to want to put on your hat while we talk about this.
I have a prop.
I forget that has the chin strap. Does Chelsea have a chin strap when she comes out? We just don't notice it.
No, I don't think they make Chelsea do that. Also, my head is giant. And so this is like really digging into the chin underneath. But you know what? It's giving me a great jawline.
Yeah, you look great.
Okay, perfect.
I was so worried.
Okay, you can now speak to the Patriot.
Patriot?
Yes.
I'm also representing our Chelsea Green fandom.
But with a little less pizzazz.
I will accept that.
Do you want to try it on?
No, my head would break it open. As big as your head is, mine is 5 sizes bigger. And you look great in it. I was pretty convinced they were going to take the title off of Chelsea.
I was so bummed for her when it came through on social media that she was like, somehow the internet knows everything. So I did, in fact, break my orbital bone. And I don't know what the future holds, basically. Like, gosh, it just seems like every time she gets something, it gets taken away. There's some sort of extenuating circumstance that just screws her over.
Yeah.
And I was gutted for her.
We found out kind of right after we did our last podcast, and it was such a bummer because a lot of our last podcasts.
I think it was like later that night.
Yeah, we were so stoked about Chelsea Green winning.
I was like, that was my favorite moment of SmackDown.
And then it made me ill
to
find out. Leading up to SmackDown, they didn't really even tease that she would be there. I kind of thought maybe she'd be off screen for a while. But it opens right up with Nick Aldis bringing Chelsea out. And after a lot of hubbub and a lot of heartfelt conversation, he decides Chelsea has 30 days. You were wearing your hat while we watched.
I was.
I just want to give you some space to talk about how meaningful this moment was for you.
I wish that we had filmed my reaction for hearing the news that Nick was saying that, he's reached a decision and that he's going to take the title away. I thought that she freaking crushed it. One, she comes out and Chelsea is eccentric with her outfits and she's very in your face, which we love about her. But then when she came out, she's not all dressed up. She doesn't have a bunch of makeup on. It's like really, as natural looking as wrestling stage makeup is. And she comes out and she's just like vulnerable, being like, hey, I worked so hard for this. And every single time I claw my way up, something happens. And then she appealed to him and what Nick Aldis had gone through at SummerSlam, being like, you know what it's like to want something and to leave nothing on the table and to go for it. I got it. And now you want me to just give that away? Honestly, I thought she did a really good job. Like, I was sitting there, I was like, I got teary a little bit. I'm like, gosh, I'm sucked in. But like I freaking love Chelsea. I wouldn't buy this hat for anyone else.
You were actively wearing the hat as we watched.
Yes.
We were watching with friends.
We all took pictures in the hat.
We did all take pictures in the hat in celebration afterward. But
she's so earnest, so vulnerable. And I know that wrestling is staged. I know that there's a script. But I also know that it draws off of real feelings. And you could tell that this was, like, she is an athlete who has trained her whole life for this, and it keeps being taken away. Now she's finally at the top, and she's just supposed to walk away from it and not fight for it, like, because of a freaking broken eye socket.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It was a great mix of real life with wrestling storyline, too.
Yeah, because it's just, you don't know where reality stops.
Yeah. But you were watching in your hat, and when you get really invested, you get quiet, which is one thing I would change about you and how you watch wrestling. You don't cheer or anything. I go, are you excited? Like when Becky Lynch returned, you were just kind of like staring at the screen. But no, I thought it was a very emotional moment. I was very happy for you. You had received the hat that morning in the mail, which we had ordered it after she won the title.
I was so excited.
Then we found out she was injured. The hat came. We made a video of you walking around the house doing stuff in Chelsea's hat.
Well, of course, I tried it on immediately. So I am seriously like carrying our baby in a baby carrier, like going on a walk with her wearing this hat.
And honestly, I was thinking this is good, but it kind of sucks that we probably won't even see Chelsea tonight on SmackDown. And then
Lo and behold.
That's why I believe people. That's why I believe any final thoughts or
just sending all of the good vibes. Maybe I should have done makeup tonight to just like put a bruise in like full solidarity with our girl.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You should have.
These are just dark circles from having a baby.
And as cool as Chelsea looked, her husband came out and he did stand up for her, but then he just
yeah. He just got beat
down by Gunther. But I love Gunther coming out during Chelsea's thing.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was like so sidetracked by what Chelsea was talking about and that I kind of forgot about Gunther. That was wild when his music started.
Insane.
But I loved her shit talk to him of like, hey, the difference is I'm holding a belt and you're not.
Yep. I
love her.
It's crazy to put those. I would have never expected those two to be in the same ring. Like hardly ever. Just in any storyline. So it was so great.
Her husband, Matt
Cardona.
Yeah. He comes out and he just looks so orange from all of the bronzer. And then just like the juxtaposition between him and Gunther, who is just like, Gunther. Super
Gunther
white, super tall. And like, yeah, he's built, but Matt is like a G.I. Joe action figure. It was very funny to look at the two of them.
Cardona got a low blow on him with Chelsea distracting the ref, but it wasn't enough. Gunther made him tap out. I don't remember.
Yes,
I think
he
so.
did. Uh-huh.
So that was a big thing that happened on SmackDown. Last thing that we'll end our episode on today is the ongoing CM Punk KO rivalry. And if you thought Roman was a little mean on Raw, I think CM Punk was a lot mean on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
CM Punk, I'm talking to you. You better be nice to us chubby guys that like to wear t-shirts and not show off our bodies very much. Because you already took the title from a redhead. You're not going to keep the title from one of my chubby boys, KO. I hope he beats you to the ground. Because you know what? You're being kind of a punk.
Wow.
I said
Chicago-made punk, huh?
I said it.
You said it directly to him, to the camera.
I pictured CM Punk right there. About 4 feet high. I really thought, to me, and I thought it was great, but Punk comes off as such a jerk in this thing. What did you think?
I didn't know all of the history. And even then, I thought that CM Punk was really digging down. Really getting under his skin, really digging in. And then, was it the Not Sam Wrestling podcast? I did hear a clip of him talking about it as well, which I didn't pick up on this in the moment, but I did think was an interesting thought that he put out there of that, also blurring the lines between what's real and what's not, because it seems like these two really do have beef in real life.
Yeah.
And that when CM Punk takes a step toward Kevin Owens, that he does, the Arthur gif of when Arthur is standing there and he gets a little fist against his side. But KO actually did that. When Punk starts stepping towards him, his arm goes down and makes a fist. And it was very interesting to hear his take on that, to say you don't do that. That's not acting.
It's a natural response.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether or not it's real, it feels very real, which I love.
Yeah.
And I do think they're playing off real things to what extent they actually do hate each other, it could be in a range, I think. They both had some good.
I just know that I can be professional with all of my colleagues, all of my coworkers. There's some that I don't like. And if they stepped close to me, you better believe I would have a fist at my side too. That would be involuntary. So that was interesting to me.
Do you want to name which coworkers?
I'll put it on the Google Doc.
Okay. They both had some good lines at each other. Here's what really annoyed me about CM Punk.
Was it the skinny fat comment?
Well, I think that might have been their first face-to-face. He said that one. Because that whole first face-to-face, they were kind of playing, like it was unsaid what the thing was until Punk walked away. And then as Punk's leaving, he says, that fat piece of...
Oh, yeah.
And then tonight, or not tonight, but this most recent one, KO saying, I saw what you said on the ramp. Why don't you say it to my face? That's like the whole reason for this, which Punk eventually does get to. But Punk comes in so cocky, which he should be. He's a champ. But then he goes, KO, just tell me what you want to say. And then he goes, KO starts to speak. And then Punk goes, isn't it great to be alive in Boston? Which is fine. He can hit one of those in a promo. To me, as a comic and watching wrestling, like it's just such a pandery move to say the city's name, to go, how's everybody doing tonight? Like in comedy, you do that too.
Yeah.
But if you do that in the middle of a set to try and get the crowd back in, to me, it's a little cheap and silly. And he does that again where KO's in his face and he goes, well, I'm the champion here in Boston. Everyone's just hearing Boston people are going to cheer. So to me, that was a little cheap and it worked to get the crowd on his side, but it annoyed me.
I like that you pointed that out because I did not remember it until you said something, but I even clocked that in the moment where I'm like, wow, he's like really just trying to get the crowd cheering for him, even though he's being a bully. Yeah.
And he usually does get the crowd on his side, but using a cheaper tactic like that bothered me. Maybe he's intentionally doing that. KO had a good insult about when he got really close to him. He goes, I'm just going to take a step back because your breath is rough right now. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
As a woman, I'd like to ask you, how did you feel about CM Punk's line where he said, I asked for obafemi and I got endometriosis?
Yeah. Even in the moment, I was like, that's not cool. That's truly not cool.
Doesn't even make what do you think he's saying? It doesn't even make sense to me.
Endometriosis is the scarring, like continual scarring, like scar tissue of the uterine lining, and lots of additional things go into that too, but essentially it's like scarred and very painful. And so I think that he's just trying to say that Kevin Owens is like old, beat up, and just chronic, I guess.
I guess it doesn't make
a lot of sense. And also, I'm not trying to be like the most woke person out there or anything, but like I really don't think that you should be making fun of endometriosis. I don't think it's funny, even though now I'm nervous laughing.
Well, it's just a weird. It
was so out there. I feel like he missed a line, and somehow endometriosis was on his brain.
See, I think he Googled, because I think he wanted something that sounded like obafemi, which I don't think endometriosis does. There's some of the similar sounds. There's E and O and E in there.
Good job.
Well, don't be condescending. Can you point out any other noises that it sounds the same? I'm trying to
sound it out.
Piece together what he heard in that word.
Yeah, I don't know.
So don't clap for me.
Our daughter just learned how to clap, so we clap a lot around here.
I think he tried to find some sort of disease or something that had those sounds. But to me, it doesn't sound like it enough. And also, I just don't even know what I don't know what he's connecting it to. Like what you said makes sense, but
like
that's a stretch.
It is chronic, and it's always just pain that's chronically there. So I mean, women still go out and they do things even though it's super painful. Maybe that's part of it too. Maybe like, I don't know. I'm drawing at straws here to say that like, hey, I wanted Obafemi and instead I have this chronic pain in my ass. Like, is
I guess
that what he's trying to say?
It's just it's so weird. And to me, what's right there, and I think why he didn't do this is because he wanted to wait till the very end of the promo to call him fat. But to me, you go, I asked for Obafemi. I got fat and slobby. To me, that it's not amazing either, but it makes sense in the context. And, it has the same intonations as Obafemi. Fat and slobby, Obafemi. Like, it has the same intonations a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you think of a better one? I asked for Obafemi. I got...
Nope.
One thing. You can do one. I asked for Obafemi. I got...
I don't like this. I feel on the spot.
It's okay. We can edit it. Throw one at me and I'll do it.
I asked for Obafemi. Instead, I got...
Crohn's disease. I think fat and slobby is my best one. Okay, putting on the spot again. I asked for Obafemi. Instead, I got...
Just because you say you're putting me on the spot again doesn't mean that I've come up with anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me workshop this for a second. We've got... Because you said fat, so I can't say fat, but...
You can. You just couldn't do slobby. You can do
like,
another.
I got... something about like a knockoff someone, because like you are going for like an adjective.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking that you know, like I got a knockoff like lesser wrestler or something.
Yeah.
But I don't have a good fill in the blank there. Or I got, oh, he could say something. Oh, he could say something about Sami Zayn too, because he's got beef with Sami right now.
Okay.
Like a thicker Sami Zayn or something. Like I got a fat Sami Zayn.
I think if you just do Sammy, you could do, I asked for Obafemi and I got a fat little Sammy. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that works.
I think if you don't want it to rhyme, he could have done something like, I asked for Obafemi and I got his Uber driver. Like, just saying he's not a wrestler because of how he looks.
Yeah,
or
like
that.
I got...
Or you could say Uber driver to make it like Oba.
Oh my gosh. Or like, I asked for Obafemi and I got disrespected. Like, why are you in front of me?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even have to be like about... It doesn't have to be a physical dig or anything. It can just be like, you are not even worth my time.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like the idea of saying a knockoff of somebody. I think you could do a Timu line there. I asked for Obafemi and I got Timu.
Oh, I got Timu.
Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I did think of Brock Lesnar first, but I was like, oh, that's kind
that
of
might be too. Even a Timu
Brock
Lesnar would probably be pretty good. Got a Timu. Who's somebody that looks like? Yeah, I don't really know.
Timu Otis.
But Otis would be the Timu KO.
I know.
That'd be
I
fun.
love Otis.
I asked for Obafemi and I got not as fun Otis.
Okay. I got angry Otis.
Yeah. Okay, we need to wrap this up. But heading in to the championship match on SmackDown, CM Punk versus KO in Toronto. KO is from Toronto. What is your prediction for the match?
I'm always wrong, but
you're not always wrong. You got 3 out of 12 right.
But I think that CM Punk retains.
CM Punk retains.
Yeah.
Anything else story-wise happen in the match?
But then KO is... I think it's safe for him to lose in Toronto because everyone will love him anyway. And just the fact that he came back and he was the number one contender and like had a fight, I think that's great and still sets him up well. I don't have anything specific for the storyline.
Okay, I like that. I lean that KO's not going to get the title, although Sam Roberts on his podcast today made a really compelling case why KO should win it and why it'd be best for the storyline. So I won't rehash his points, but you can go watch that. My guess is what's going to happen. One, because it's like on a SmackDown. So to me, some silly stuff could happen. And it's not like the main event of a big show, right? I think it might look like KO's going to win, but I think Sammy is going to show up to attack Punk.
Oh.
And it's going to cost KO the match. That's my real guess.
Yikes.
Mark my word. Sammy interferes. KO loses because of interference. That's my prediction. You think Punk just straight up wins?
Yeah. I think he straight up wins.
Say it with confidence.
I just had to think it through for a second.
All right.
We have one last thing before we go, and that
Okay.
is my check-in on Sol Ruka.
Oh, yeah.
Sol fought Lyra.
Which I'll say, I was kind of, and I still am not totally all in on Lyra, but the weirder she gets and the longer they do it, I go, all right, this is her. I'm kind of into it now, to be honest. I look forward to her segments because it's so wild.
I do look forward to her segments. I still wish they didn't have her look demented
Yeah.
or like haunted. She looks like a Halloween character.
Yeah.
Okay, but aside from that, I thought the match itself was pretty incredible.
Yeah, totally.
Like
Both of them.
they both were so good. And I turned to you and I was like, this is what I wanted from Sol Ruka from the beginning. Her fighting Lyra makes sense. Her beating Becky did not. But she did end up beating Lyra, which it was okay. It was okay.
Okay that she won, or what do you mean?
Yeah. Just that, like, Lyra had just come down from the high of beating Bailey, having her nose broken, all this stuff. So I don't know that I would love it normally if Sol beat Lyra, like just as like right now, but it made sense as far as, you know, like context. And also Sol had an amazing match.
Yeah, she hit another great soul snatcher. So I feel like after her first few matches where like just wasn't not working and she was slipping and stuff, she's looked a lot better.
I
honestly
still
could've-
hate the hang loose sign that she just comes in and is like,
It just feels like she doesn't even like it that much either.
yeah.
I feel like the whole Hawaii vibe they thought was a cool idea.
I think that it's supposed to be like that she's so casual about it that it's just like, huh.
Yeah, but
and then
doesn't
she's done, that it's just like,
for a baby
cool
face.
girl,
I feel like
but
you need to
no.
be more invested. Yeah, I thought Lyra looked great. I thought Soul looked great. I could have seen Soul. I don't mind either way, but I think Soul losing to Lyra just to have Soul on more of a redemption journey. I just don't want her to like next match beat Raquel again. That would seem too fast for me
yeah.
because I think they're saying whoever wins this gets a shot at the
Like,
IC title.
Truly, the only reason I was really okay with Sol winning over Lyra is because Lyra just like exerted all of her energy beating Bailey and has a broken nose, and I was really surprised she didn't have a like, mask on for her nose.
I guess it had been a few weeks. We haven't really seen her, but
Yeah, if I had broken my nose 3 weeks ago, I would have a mask on.
that's why you're not a professional wrestler.
That's true. That's the one and only
Yeah.
reason.
I like that reasoning you have. I think they could have sold that more because to me they showed the Bailey thing being like this is how badass Lyra is now that she destroyed Bailey.
Yeah.
But I think that's a natural way you could get out of that to go. She's in the most
No,
brutal
she
match for
was-
life,
yeah.
and this is her first one since that.
She was a
Okay,
woman
so Soul is still
possessed.
moving up. That was still an improvement for Soul for you.
I think that it's like she is pretty much in the same spot that she was before for me, but I did enjoy her match.
Okay. Yeah, you still actively groan when she comes on screen. And I have to go, Becky's not even in the picture anymore. Becky's up to brighter pastures, greener pastures.
Yeah, but now she can always say, I beat Becky Lynch.
That's true.
Which is stupid.
But she did.
It's stupid. Oh, okay, real last thing.
Okay.
Becky coming in and yelling at Stephanie Vaquer was so funny
Oh,
to
yeah.
me.
It was really good.
That she was like, oh, good luck on your match, because I'm sure nothing weird will happen. It'll just be a straight up match. And no
One-on-one.
funny business.
Yeah, she said funny business, which
I
I
loved
liked. No
it.
funny business. Good luck. And she kept on like going off screen, then coming back and going, yeah, yippee.
Yeah. She's so funny.
Yeah, and I like that she, even though she's being mean to Stephanie, who people love, she's still obviously a babyface because she's against Liv. So
And the way that people cheered her name, like people wanted to be chanting her name the whole time.
yeah. And even that backstage segment, you could hear audible laughs from the crowd, which you can usually hear cheers like when they're doing backstage segments, but laughter, she got a big laugh on that
Yeah.
last kind of like, yeah, go team or whatever.
Yeah.
So very impressive from our girl Becky.
Okay, that's it. That's it for me.
That's it. We covered a lot today.
That's all,
We'll check
folks.
back in.
Goodbye. My name was Paul Heyman.
Goodbye. My name is Jordan Macon. And
Adrienne Macon.
now that's a good sign off. Now that's a sign off.
Perfect. We've got it down.
Box office right there. All right.
This is what the shareholders want.
That's what the shareholders want. We have lots of shareholders. All right. Bye, babe. See you later.